Our sponsors. The Finkley Experience, an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education, in which prepares high school students for college. For more information, visit their website at thefinkleyexperience.com. Father to Father Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that strengthens families through father engagement, with a goal to help men in our communities to be great dads. For more information, visit their website, fathertofatherinc.org. ABLAZE Entertainment. The goal of ABLAZE is to take emerging artists and develop them to the next level of their career. For more information, visit their website at ablazeentertainment.net. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tanya Pinkins. I am the producer, director, writer of Red Pill, available on Amazon and YouTube, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley. Need some additional counseling and motivation? Well, we got you covered. Licensed psychotherapist and founder of Speak Your Power Now Academy, Cheryl Clarke is with us. Next Finkley.
It's my biggest dream come true. It's my biggest dream come true.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. Thanks for joining us today. Again, I hope that your week is out to an amazing start. We're halfway there, y'all, halfway there. So just coast it on out, strengthen it out, because the weekend is yours just for the asking. So y'all, I gotta tell you what's on my mind, right? So within myself and my team, we reach out to different people, or people just come to us and they want to be on the show, right? So I'm not going to mention the individual's name or the company that they work with or representatives or anything, because I'm not that type of person. But I just thought this was very funny. So I reached out to this individual. I've been watching them for years, on top of years since I was young, and I thought it would be an awesome dream come true again, right? Season 5, dream come true to have them on the show. So I personally reached out to their team and, just saying, hey, big fans, da-da-da, would love to have you on. I've been watching you since this. I've seen you on that, and that, right? And so their rep came back and they're like, yeah, thank you so much for the email. We love what we're seeing. You have a good voice for this type of industry, but we're going to pass. And left it at that. I'm like, so you gassed me up? You gassed me up to shut me down? Oh my gosh. But we didn't take it as we just took it as a not right now. That's number one. But we didn't take it as we're going to go be depressed now. But I just thought it was very funny, right? You gassed me up. At the end, we're going to pass. Wow. Okay. Cool beans. Well, thank you so much. We would love to still send you some swag, blah, 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 da-da-da. That part. But I just thought it was very funny. It didn't break me or anything, Pink Fam, I'm trying to tell you, but I just thought it was very funny. I thought it was funny. Like, oh my gosh. I had to laugh as I read it. I had to literally laugh. But God bless you. We're going to come in contact in the future. We're going to keep trying. We're going to be persistent in what we do. And so we're going forth in Jesus' name. But our next guest did not say no. She said yes. So if you need a little motivation, I promise you that our next guest is the person for it. She is a positive influence. And I'm so glad I had the opportunity to meet with her on today. Of course, I'm talking about our next guest. Cheryl Clarke is with us as she gives us that motivation that we need in 2022. And Lord, listen to the words that she says in this interview, y'all, because I don't know that you will be blessed, but it really blessed me in doing this interview. So, Pink Fam, don't have to go away. Back in a moment. Coming up, we have Cheryl with us. Back in a moment.
Hey, I'm John Marshall Jones. Some of y'all know me as Smart Guy Daddy. And you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, the legend is in the building. Tony Award-winning singer and actress Tanya Pinkins is with us as she talks about her movie Red Pill and so much more. Next Finkley. Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first generation students. And also we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, she is a master communication coach. Also, she is a licensed psychotherapist as well, and founder of Speak Your Power Now Academy. She's none other than the future doctor, Cheryl Clarke.
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
You're welcome. You're welcome. When your rep reached out to me and I'm like, hey team, let's do it. We want Cheryl. And think that before we started interviewing, we found out that we have some ties, right, to South Carolina.
Absolutely.
Right. So y'all, we cousins.
Yes, we're the second cousin to the third.
That part. Listen. But you know what, Cheryl, what I love about your message, and as I was reading your information and all the things that you're all about, you believe in the power of words. When did this concept actually start with you?
Yeah, so when you think about words and communication, you think about all of us communicating in some type of way. And I remember very early on in my life losing my voice as a child, growing up in abusive stepfather, abusive relationship, emotionally abusive. You know, you don't see those wounds. You don't see emotionally abused wounds, right? And then, so when I was growing up, I became a bully, and I became aggressive, and I became that person that I'm going to get my way no matter what. And it was hurting other people. And I had no idea what that looks like, because words have power. Period.
Period. That is just on period. My best friend says a lot. She's like, be careful what you say, because your words are listening, right? So when did you actually start listening to the concept of my words do have power? And when did you start receiving that power?
Yeah. So if I take you back just a little bit, when I noticed that I wasn't present. So just a little background history of who I am. I'm a mother of 6 individual births. I had to say that because everybody asked it. One father. Yes, I've been married for 27 years. And what I was noticing is I got married when I was 19, and I wasn't present, Michael. I was just moving. I had to get this done. I had to get that done. I had to get this done. So everything was controlled. Everything was just like, my life was good. I was just moving. And I was doing my work. I had a business. I was doing the darn thing. I was like, yes, a Black girl power. Yes, doing it. Yeah, boom, boom. A business. I went back to school after I had 6 children. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And I got my clinicals and everything. And I went to a conference, and I never forget it. And the conference, the lady asked, someone a question, and she stood up, the woman stood up and she said, I'm a mother of 3 and I'm trying to juggle it. We were all clinicians in the room. And I stood up to give her advice. And I said, I'm a mother of 6 and I just want to give you, and the facilitator stopped me. And she said, wait a minute. I want to you say that again. I want you to say that again. I said, I'm a mother of 6. She said, I want to honor you for being a yes to God, being a yes to giving birth to 6 children, and a yes to saying yes to giving 6 human beings to us on this earth. And the whole room stood up and applauded me. And I was like, ooh. Oh my God.
Oh,
I went home, Michael, and I went to look for pictures.
mhm.
I had no pictures of my children pregnant. I said, what is happening here? When you lose your voice, when you lose a chance to be able to, you start to mask things.
Mhm.
So what starts to happen is you begin to move in a space where you don't understand who you are as a person. And I had to surrender all of that so I can find my true, authentic voice, to begin to learn what I knew in science of clinicals and spiritual, and marry the two and begin to move people to find their own voice. If that makes any sense.
Makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Good.
Wow. Wow. I'm still on the whole applause aspect of her thanking you. You don't hear that. I've never heard that before.
No, no, no. And Michael, when she did that, I didn't really know I was stuck in my communication. And so many of us are stuck in our communication. That is the thing that we first do. We talk if we're able to talk, even when you're able to do that. But what are you saying to another human being? Are you connecting with them? Because we all talk, whether it's but we're not communicating. Because talking versus communicating is two different things. When I'm communicating, I'm with you. I'm not trying to make sure that I'm ready with my next response. I'm with you. So I teach people how to begin to move in a moment to communicate their thoughts. Because guess what? When you get triggered, your communication is the first thing that catches you. It's the first thing that gets snatched. The first thing, it's like when something happens, you freeze, or you tell people off, or whatever it is that you do that impedes relationships, because we all need relationships, but our words get in the way.
Whoa. Well, I love the way you broke that down because, we hear these different concepts every day, right? We hear, communication's key, blah, blah, blah. We must communicate. But in you saying this, right? When we talk, it's self, but when we communicate, it's them, right?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Wow.
It's true, because when you look at the simple steps of communication, right? I love to talk. I was talking, but I wasn't communicating. And what my profession taught me is the science. There's a science to any communication. If you want to be heard, then you have to be a good listener.
Yeah.
If you would like to be heard, then you also have to be a good listener. That's the first thing with communication. So we're taught as clinicians is to be great listeners. What is that person not saying? What is that person saying? And then get to the depth of really being with that person. And when you're stuck in that self-sabotage behavior, or what we're going to be dealing with on October 8th, of the inner critic that keeps talking real loud in your ear, you can't do that. Who told you could start a podcast, Michael? Who told you that you was going to be the next best thing? Who told you that? That because it's loud.
Yeah.
And every day you got to fight that thing to say, yes, God made me to be who I am, and I know who I'm supposed to be, and nobody can take me about that. No,
Listen,
I'm showing up. Period.
Oh my.
And that's that.
That's that. Oh my gosh, this is so good to me. This is so good for me. I hope that's good for you, Think Fam, watching as well. Definitely with the communication aspect, right? I read something about you, and I think you stated these words too, about reclaiming our voices and then using our words for power. What do you mean by this statement?
So when we think about power, it can go, I always say our words is a two-edged sword. Mm-hmm. We can use it to defend, cut, protect ourselves. Those words have power. And the first thing that I teach people how to do, I made a PIES method up so people can really be present. It was PIES, right? And the first thing that I tell people to do is pause when they're triggered in the moment, because you're captured in that moment. In the moment, you're in an automatic reaction, AR, that ARR, the automatic reactive response. That's what something's going to happen. Something happens. And in that moment, you can either lose your power or stand in your power. And I teach people how to always stand in their power, always be able to begin to speak with power. Even when you're not saying words, you're speaking loud.
But things we don't realize.
Absolutely.
Things we don't even realize. But those soft, unheard things are speaking volumes.
Yeah, I used to pride myself on how well I can tell someone off. Because I was good at telling people, Michael, I will be that person in
Cheryl.
Yes. Oh, yes. I was horrible. I would be that person in the mirror practicing how I was going to tell somebody else without raising my voice. That was me. I was that. Remember Claire Huxtable? I don't know if you maybe to you, but
she was good at it.
She was great. I pride myself. That was my area. I pride myself on how I can tell someone off like that. I was like, I love that. So I said, I'm going to do that. And God got me one day. He said, how dare you? How dare you be a minister of my word and you cut people like that the way you do with your words? I said, ooh. I said, okay, God, I got it. And I had to learn how to begin to speak what I need. Now this is a difference. The difference is you don't have to be someone's doormat to get your point across.
Right.
So I teach people how to stand in their power along with having the words they use to hit the points that they need to hit. Because no is a whole sentence. Yes is a whole sentence. And you're going to begin to move in that avenue of how not to stay in the maybes. I don't say in maybes. I'm clear. And I teach people how to be clear in their communication. I train people how to anchor themselves in certain things. Because once you're anchored, you can begin to get more control over the circumstances.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Rollins. You guys probably know me from Zoom as well as Kevin from work and a couple other things. You guys are watching the Michael Finkley Show.
Welcome to Father to Father.
The mission of Father to Father Charleston, South Carolina is to help fathers in the Low Country area of South Carolina to be a positive and consistent presence in their children's lives. Father to Father provides community-based programs and support groups for fathers free of charge. They also help fathers connect to other resources they need so they can meet their responsibilities and secure their parental rights. Father to Father offers job coaching and employment connections that benefit fathers. Father to Father is a resource for local organizations that want to provide family support and father-friendly services. If this program is a fit for you, visit our location in North Charleston, South Carolina, and meet our friendly staff here to help and assist. Or visit our website at fathertofatherinc.org.
So does this go along with the academy that you founded as well? Do we learn more about these concepts and Speak for Your Power Now Academy?
Yeah, so the Speak Your Power Now Academy was birthed actually out of the pandemic. We come out of a pandemic as this one is being broadcast. And I was looking at a space where people can begin to get the tools that they need and when they're at home. But they didn't want to go to therapy. So I decided to do a coaching. This is why I moved into coaching. So I am a psychotherapist, however, in the state of New York. However, I needed to reach more people. I was looking to how can I reach more people? Because our community sometimes we get afraid of therapy at times. And coaching is more palatable, and the caliber of what you're getting there, and learning about triggers and learning about how you could begin to move that, learning about yourself. So the academy was birthed because people needed a place to land that was affordable, and they could begin to go there. And in group, I go there every Monday, and I have the mentorship, and we go in there, we have conversations, it's group, whoever's there. And then some of my coaches that are trained, I trained coaches underneath me, they also are there to support those individuals in different topics, whatever it may be.
Oh, I love it. I love it. What type of results have you seen from this?
Oh, for sure. So this is our 7th cohort that we're in. And this birth, just so you know, this birth in 2020. And this is our 7th cohort that I'm getting ready to go into with Speak Your Power now live. And the results that I've seen is that the foundation that you get when something anchors you, because I have an Unstuck program that people go through, right? It's 7 weeks, and people go through this program, right? Mm-hmm. And in this program, I train people how to anchor themselves in certain things. Because once you're anchored, you can begin to get more control over the circumstances. Now, you don't have control over people. You don't have control what people may say or do or anything like that, but you do have control over what you say and do. So what I train people to do is anchor themselves to stand in their power at any point of time, because you are going something in according to any moment of the day. Something, someone, or some situation is going to come to your door trying to try you. And
That's
you're
so
not anchored. You're going to float off with that thing.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely true, because we've seen it. I've been in situations in life where I almost was there, right? Wow. Or I was there and I came back. Right. So we have those moments, but we have to just realize, acknowledge that we have those moments. We are sometimes in those moments, right? Yeah. To pull ourselves back. Mm-hmm. And that, I feel that that's the power of power. The power of power.
Michael, there's one thing I want to say though.
Yeah.
As human beings, we have an inner power. Some people may call it an intuition. Some people may call it their gut. Some people may call it the Holy Spirit. Some people may call it, I don't care what you call it. We all have it. Yeah. And it's science behind that we all have that little inkling. And if we begin to really get silent and begin to get in tune with that thing, that inner power, you could begin to silence the inner critic. You could begin to silence the people outside of you, and you could begin to silence the noise and move through the noise in all facets of your life.
I love it. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. You're helping me. I just like, you are really helping me, because you're allowing me the bigger picture, right? Again, with these different concepts that we talk about all the time, right? You just break it down so genuinely and so authentically. So thank you for tapping into your gift, right? And making a difference in the lives of others. I believe also with power, as you stated before, I believe that with power comes responsibility. And it also comes a confidence about ourselves that I can do anything that I set my mind to, right? I can do anything and go anywhere. Season 5 for our show is about dreams and our biggest dreams coming true. For you, Cheryl, what is your dream, and what has it come true? Are you still looking for it to come true?
So my dream right now is for me to reach as many people And I'm looking to reach a million people to show them my pies method to get unstuck in their communication. That is my dream. My dream is to travel the world and tell and teach people how to get unstuck and finally stay unstuck.
Y'all, I'm telling you, she is the real deal. Oh my gosh, I wish you had a little bit more time. But that means that you have to come back.
Sure.
That means you have to come back, and we're going to talk some more, dig a little bit deeper in, because we just got the service a little bit. But we're going to dig a little bit deeper in because this is some good stuff. I know
well,
that.
Now that you my second cousin, first cousin removed, we're good.
I have no choice. I have no choice. Joe, what are some projects that you're working on now?
So right now, what we got going on is on October 8th, 2022, I am going live in person and virtually in New York. I'll be in New York in live, and I'll be doing virtual, but you can go to Speak Your Power Now. So easy. Under events, you can go and get your ticket today, and you can go be a part of us in person, or you can go ahead and do a virtual ticket. You know, when I look at that one-day live event is something that I love to do because I have a hot seat. I coach people one-to-one if they're willing to get in that hot seat. So that's something that I'm doing. Also in 2023, I'm going to be training coaches, Speak Your Power Now coaches, to do what I do because I'm only one person. So I'm teaching people how to do what I do. And also, I'm with myself and my husband, Greg and Cheryl Clarke. We train couples. We are the couple specialists. So we tell people, we guide couples in having relationships, especially couplepreneurs. We show couples how to love and make money. So we have something called Making Money with Your Honey.
Come on. Wow, I need a honey first. But yes, I love it. I love it, Cheryl. I love it. Exciting things happening there. Awesome events happening, Think Fam. Please go check them out. Cheryl, how can we find you on social media?
Okay, so I always get it wrong, but I got it right this time. Cheryl A. Clarke, and that's Clarke with an E, CHERYLACLARKE. And you can find me on all platforms in that vein. And you can go ahead and join the Facebook group, Speak Your Power Now, and that's totally free. You can go ahead, and I'm in Clubhouse every single morning. It's me. Clubhouse at 8:40. I start with an inspirational song, and then I go right into the motivational moment with Cheryl Clarke.
All right, y'all, you can't miss this stuff. And all your information in the description below as well. Y'all, my cousin, y'all, twice, third, sixth removed. All right, go check her out. The future Dr. Cheryl Clarke. Thank you for being with us.
Blessings.
We'll be right back, fam.
Is your Louisiana girl Denise Boutte coming at you on the Michael Finkley Show, and you guys may know me from Why Did I Get Married as the really sweet girl Trina, or maybe Meet Browns as Sasha, but I'm coming at you guys from the great state of California, but originally from Louisiana, because you know I can't lose that Southern girl, baby. All right, you guys stay tuned to Michael Finkley.
CTR Media Network was created for today's podcasters. We provide a safe haven for content creators that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. We have a system of positioning, monetization training, coaching, and support for our podcasters' success. CTR Media Network simply bridges that gap with a level playing field for your dreams to come true cost effectively. Our team provides a premium service and experience for our podcasters to grow. CTR Media Network provides access, support, resources, coaching, and community for our podcasters to win, if you put in the work. We believe that we are living in a unique time which requires you to share your message of hope with millions of people around the world. Remember that the world is never too saturated for you, your voice and message. A platform for positive, impactful media where the content creators are in the driver's seat. Visit our website today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com.
comedian Eric Escobar, the Mexipino millennial, and you are watching Gold right now. You know why? Because you're watching The Michael Finkley Show. Stay tuned.
On the next Michael Finkley, the legend is in the building. Tony Award-winning singer and actress Tanya Pinkins is with us as she talks about her movie Red Pill and so much more. Next Finkley. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I hope that you were informed and educated and inspired by this interview. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for being with us and just giving us your words of inspiration. Y'all, please go check her out. Go check out her services. Go check out what she does. Follow her on her social media platforms. The information in the description below. Thank you again, Cheryl, for being with us. You're always welcome back on the Michael Finkley Show. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show. Ring that bell for notification. We'll see you in emails saying, hey, new content's available. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And for more information about what we do, visit our website, michaelfinkleyShow.com. Okay, again, we're on RokuTV and also on U42 on the Raspberry Network. Thank you so much for watching, and guess what? We'll see you next time. Have a good one.